Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is gonna be a little different. I know I've said this quite a few times, but this time it is different because this time I'm not gonna teach you how to cook or how to make something, but just like my Instagrammers wanted to know, I did a whole poll thingy of what video you wanna see next. And suddenly you guys wanna know my kitchen fails. Wow, guys. Wow. But anyways, since that's what you want, that's what you're getting. And like, I had to write it down on the trusty iPad because I ain't gonna remember all of that. I mean, come on. Those kitchen fails were way long ago. Can't remember that. There have been so many successes. Anyways, let's get started. A top 5 kind of thing, starting from 5th position all the way to the worst thing I've ever made. And like, I have a bad history, but not too bad. But yeah, I think, yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, lining up at number 5. I'm gonna put a picture up here just so you can have an idea of how the dish looked, you know. I might not have a few dishes because they were so long ago, but I'll put some character to make you have that idea of it. Yeah, that's what you have to deal with now. Anyways, lining up at number 5 is... I'm gonna have an intro drum roll. My homemade burger bun. Yep, I know. Remember this? Yeah. I know it looks all pretty and golden and delicious. And I mean, it tasted amazing. But the buns were a complete disaster. I cannot tell you. But let me tell you why it was a disaster. Right, I told you guys that I looked at a recipe and all that about how to make brioche buns and stuff. And I'm not blaming the recipe at all. This was completely my fault. Like, I'm even embarrassed to say this. But anyways, so I made the whole thing and I left it to rise, right? But what I didn't know is that I was going to my dad's place, right? There was an event happening there and stuff like that. I met my cousins there, and then we were having so much fun that I didn't want to come back home. So, and I forgot about my buns completely. So we had a whole sleepover thing, and now my buns are left at home. So instead of them rising for 20 to 25 minutes like you guys see in the video, they rose for more than 24 hours. And like, they basically rose, deflated, and like just stayed there. And once I put it in the oven, it was not rising again. It was just getting flat, but cooking. And then the bottom was so hard. I don't even want to remember. It was such a mess. It was such a mess. Please, guys, when you decide to make bread, make sure you're going to be there for the whole day because you don't want to make a mess like me. But anyways, the burger was still divine, okay? That chicken saved the day. Like, I'm not lying to you. It's saved. Lining up at number 4. That looks like 8, but 4 is taco tostada. Now, let me just tell you something. It also ended up being divine, but here's the mess up. So as you know, I make my own tortillas from scratch, yeah? Not corn tortillas. Sorry, Mexicans. I make flour tortillas. So I don't know what I did with this recipe. I don't know. Because like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't measure my stuff. I just eye everything and I see that, okay, this is fine. This is not fine. So I think this time, I don't know. I really don't know what happened. But I made my tortilla batter and everything. My dough, I mean. And then I fried it. And it was soft for like a good 2 seconds. I mean, like, just so you know, I'm trying to make soft tortillas. After like 2 seconds, they go hard. Like I couldn't bend it. Like, no, it was weird. It was like, so I just decided to call it tostada because normally a tostada is like a fried tortilla and it gets hard and crispy and everything. And that's what I just ended up with. So I just called it a tostada without having to fry the tortilla. So the mess up turned into something good at the end. But anyways, this is how it looked like. You see, it doesn't look so bad. It really doesn't. But that was not how it was supposed to be. Those are supposed to be tacos. But yeah. But I haven't made that mistake again. Trust. All my tortillas have ended up good. I think one thing I learned is that I should add hot boiling water to make sure that it's soft. And my baking powder. Yeah, baking powder. And I add a little bit of olive oil as well. Not butter. Olive oil. Okay? Olive oil. And then you can add extra things just to spice it up a bit. You can add paprika. You can add herbs. You can add vegetables. I mean, come on. Be creative with it. Oh, excuse me. But don't worry. I'm going to be creative for you guys. You just watch my videos and you learn. That's it. Just watch my videos.
Watch my videos.
Okay? Yeah. I'm glad we understand each other. Anyways, lining up at number 3, we have first time I made churros. I'm sorry, but okay. I know why it went wrong. That's the good thing. So I decided, okay, let me make some churros because like I felt like it. It was a streak that I was going on because I was making cream puffs, right? Which is made from the dough that you use to make churros, right? It's called a pâte à choux, if you don't know. Yeah. So what I did was that I did the nose things to making a pâte à choux, but the secret to a pâte à choux is it's supposed to puff up, right? Meaning that you're supposed to keep air in it while you're mixing it. And by doing that, you have to whisk it constantly or have an electrical whisk that works more. But I didn't do that. I mixed it by hand with a spoon. A wooden spoon or whatever, right? So I didn't get enough air in it. So it just deflated. It absorbed all the oil. It was disgusting, okay? So disgusting that I didn't take a picture. So don't expect one. It was so horrible. It was so bad. I wanted to cry, but I knew that, nope, I have to try it again. And I did. And it went amazing. And obviously, you can see how I did that on one of my videos. I think it was part of a Christmas special. I'm not sure which episode it was, but it was on a Christmas special. And those churros were absolutely amazing. Now, the trick to this is that, first of all, you put your water and your butter, right? Boiling water and butter in a pan, and you make sure that butter melts. Then you add the flour in, and you mix that up. And that's going to form the dough, right? It won't stick to the pan or anything. Once that happens, then it's good to take out. Once you take it out, put it inside an electric mixer, okay? Or like a hand mixer, like another bar where you're going to use a hand mixer. Because that gets the most air in it. And when you're adding the eggs one by one, please guys, one by one, you constantly whisk it at high speed and add those eggs one by one so the egg can continue being added inside, and then you'll get the perfect churros. And obviously make sure that your oil is hot enough, or else it will end up absorbing all the oil and just going flat, and we don't want that. Okay, please learn from the best. Anyways, let's move on. We're getting closer to the bad number 1. But anyways, number 2, we have the... Oh my gosh. Okay, you gotta hold on because now I have to fix something. Now, enough distractions. Number 2, a cream broccoli thingy I made. I don't even know what to call it. Like, I don't know what the hell I was doing at this point. I think it was, I was in grade 8 or grade 7, between the two. Probably 2017 or 2018. Yeah, I don't remember. So this was when I decided to be healthy, or be healthier, eat healthy, eat good and all that stuff. And then I decided to make something horrendous, by the way. Because, okay, I like cream. And I guess I thought I could mix something healthy and like with something I like, and it would turn out good. It didn't turn out good. I also don't have a picture of it because can I tell you, that was the first time I didn't eat my own food. That was a disaster that did not turn into a good thing. It was a disaster. It was so horrible. It became mushy, pasty. It was absolutely disgusting. Like, I tried to stomach it, right? Just to convince myself that I didn't make a mistake making it. But, oh, excuse me, I made a terrible mistake. And I cannot forget it. Like, it was so bad, guys. Like, oh my gosh. I think I almost stopped. Okay, no, maybe I wouldn't have stopped cooking. I love cooking. But yeah, it was so bad. Just don't do that to yourself, guys. Rather roast broccoli and cauliflower, or just fry it in some butter, salt and pepper, add some paprika at least if you want a little extra, or some spice, you know. Don't do the nonsense that I did. Like, I highly advise against it. That was the worst decision ever. Like, but anyways, the moment you guys have been waiting for. The worst thing that I've ever made in the history of your chef Ndombi. Worst. And I'm not exaggerating it, okay? I am not. I almost quit cooking because of it, okay? So anyways, standing at number 1 of the worst dish I've ever made, or the worst thing I've ever done, was cookies. Now it seems so light, but when they say there's a science behind baking, a subject I totally hate, they are not lying about it, okay? Because there is a science behind baking. And you cannot just mix ingredients together and expect them to work out. I had to learn that the hard way, okay? Time for the story time of this horrible day, okay? So, I recently learned how to make shortbread cookies, right? It's very simple. It's flour, butter, sugar, right? Nothing scary, nothing complicated. That's what I thought, okay? But I made these cookies for myself. So I made like 4 cookies, right? And I would do this like every second day maybe, when I felt like a cookie and there were no cookies at home. I would just make them, and I'd make them in this small bowl just for me. Simple, you know, nothing complicated had to disturb me until my mom had to taste one, and they were so darn good that everybody at home back in Limpopo, yeah, that's where I'm from, wanted one. All my grannies and aunties, and yeah, they all wanted a cookie, okay? And I know that sounds good and whatever, and I was excited. Okay, people wanna taste my cookies or whatever, you know? Because like, that's why I like cooking. I like it when people go, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. You know, I love those compliments. I'm not gonna shy away from that. That's the truth. I love it, okay? I love it. Okay. Anyways, so what happened is that, okay, we go to the shop and we're buying a big batch of flour, butter, sugar, okay? And now it's late at night, like not super late. I think I started around 6, 5:30. And I'm starting to mix everything. And they were telling me, you're putting too much butter, you're putting what. And I'm like, let me do my magic, okay? Thinking I know everything. That's one mistake I made. So anyways, I just continued doing whatever I was doing. Mix it up, and it was looking good for the most of it. Okay? I shape all of these cookies, put it in the damn pan. As I put in the damn pan, not my cookies getting acne while I watch them in the oven. Little black dots growing on each of these cookies, like, well, not black, they were gray. I'm not gray, brown. Nah. That's not supposed to happen. These are shortbread cookies, okay? They're supposed to be all the way beige. That's gonna start some arguments. Okay, I'm joking. No, this is not a serious channel like that. Anyways, now I take it out and I'm shocked at the result. And I'm like, okay, maybe it was just a bad batch. Maybe it was just the first time. Oh, excuse me. I tasted it. Disgusting. I was like, okay, maybe the next batch will be okay, right? So, cut it up, put it in. Next batch. Acne batches again. To my surprise, I tasted disgusting. So horrible. You know what I did? I continued baking, and they were all horrible. And I threw everything to the ground. That's how mad I everything to the ground. I started crying, tears shedding. I was looking horrendous. It was just a mess that day. wanted nothing to do with baking, with cooking, nothing. I don't want to step into the kitchen ever since that fail. First of all, I wasted so much flour, butter, and sugar. I wasted so much money. I wasted all my time. I wasted so much electricity. Guys, I just wasted. Like, that is so horrible for me, right? And like, I just wanted nothing to do with the kitchen. It was so horrible. And I feel bad because I didn't clean up after I missed everything. That's how upset I was. I couldn't even look at it. I was just so disappointed in myself. I just beat myself down, and like, yeah, it was a horrible time. To think it was just cookies, things that are supposed to make you happy, but they made me so sad. But anyways, I told myself I'm never gonna cook again, but as you can see, that did not happen. And I am so glad that it didn't stop me, because I started practicing more, baking more, cooking, and like, I just became amazing. I mean, not to brag, too much heat in this room. But I did become amazing. But like, yeah, I didn't take a picture of that as well, because like, why would I? I was crying at that time. There's no time to take a picture. Yeah. Anyways, those are my kitchen fails. If you guys have any kitchen fails, don't be scared to tell me, and maybe I'll tell you what you did wrong, or maybe I'll tell you I did the same. But yeah, just tell me, let me know. And if you want a video where I tell you guys my top 5 dishes, and trust me, this is gonna be very hard because I have a lot of good dishes, just let me know and I will do that for you guys. Anyway, stay tuned for more exciting videos. I want to try and do more challenges, involve my nieces in it. I'm gonna first ask if that's okay with them and anything, but they love the camera, so that won't be a problem. But I'm gonna involve them. I'm gonna involve my sister, my mom. Like, that's gonna be so exciting. Like, yeah, I don't know when, but it will happen. And I have more exciting news, but I cannot share it now. Okay, the only person that knows now is like my close family and God, of course. But you guys will find out later. But stay tuned and stay excited. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, add me on Snapchat, and follow my Instagram. If you haven't already, comment, share, like, all of the above. Until next time.